how can knowing about a woman's cycle set a person up for marital success?
I mean, I guess from my perspective, if I would have known this beforehand, I would have known what was due to me as far as a woman, as far as how I should be loved and how I should be respected.
Yes.
And then my husband wouldn't have been like clueless, like what is going on with her? Like, what is her deal? You know, I mean, and clueless on how to then love me. Right. And once we figured it out, you know, thank God, it was like, oh, okay. You know, I'm feeling so loved by my husband because he actually took the effort to get to know me in this intimate way. And now I just want to like throw all that love right back at him. And all of a sudden it's just this vicious cycle of love, you know, it's great. And so I think just, you know, acknowledging your dignity just the way you're made as a woman, then, you know, calls a man to then rise to that level of, I want to love you exactly for the dignity that you have, who you are. And then also, I mean, Erin could speak to, you know, like the health reason. I mean, if a woman is struggling through some kind of health issue with her cycle in regards to her cycle, you know, that might eventually, if not checked, you know, if just left to itself, it could progress and get worse and maybe cause issues with fertility when she's ready to start planning a family. So if she's able to address those issues when she's young, before she's married, you know, then she can kind of have more, you know, peace of mind going into marriage, knowing that like, okay, I've taken care of these health issues. And whenever we're ready to start a family, I'm just ready to start a family. I'm not ready to start then, okay, figuring out what's wrong with my health and going through all that struggle, you know, when you're already looking forward to starting a family, you know?
Yeah. And I would also say that cycle charting like breeds this level of self-awareness. So you know where you're at in your cycle at all times. You know how the different hormonal fluctuations affect your emotional milieu, your energy, maybe even like your spirituality. And so when you understand this, you're able to communicate that to a future spouse or whoever you're in relationship. You're able to articulate and understand yourself, and then allow that person, like Jackie was saying, allow that person to love you back in that way, to understand you more deeply in that way. And like in recognizing this very essential part of what makes us women, what gives us our feminine genius, that is powerful, because we're connecting the dots between this biological reality and this spiritual truth that we have known to be true this whole time.
And sorry, one more just matter of fact, like factor is one of the most common side effects of the birth control pill is a loss of your libido, right? If all of your sexual hormones
Yes.
are being suppressed, you know, that desire goes away right along with it. And that was the main side effect that I felt. And so being a newlywed that was not interested in intimacy at all was really a big problem in my marriage. And that's something that like, I wouldn't wish on anybody. You know, I would want people to know that, you know, you want to have desire for your husband. That's a good thing, you know?
And I think every man would want their bride to have desire for them. And I don't think men know. I don't think men realize, right, that the birth control pill can suppress that, you know, because I don't even know that most men, maybe even most women even know at what point in the cycle a woman is most interested in intimacy, right? Like that, even just that basic science is so empowering, so empowering.